All right, so this is the lecture number 64 inside our DSA series, and we are solving the problems related to 1D array for now. So if you have made any problem related to 1D array, then that would be the suggestion from my side. Then you should continue the previous lecture so that you can continue from here, because the problems related to 1D array are going to be bit tricky and difficult also. So you should start from the beginning of the 1D array series. So coming to the today's problem, what we have to see, we are going to see a problem related to, like in the previous video we have done the like all subarrays of an array. Today we are going to see all the subset of an array. So I would be telling you the difference between the subarrays and subset. So let's start the problem which we are going to see today. Fine, so we are going to see subset of array. Fine, so what are subset? Let us say previously what you were having an array 10, 20, 30, and all the subarrays were 10, 10, 20. This is 10, 20 actually. So 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 20, 20, 30, and 30. So these were all the subarrays of this particular array. So these were all subarrays. But what are subset? Subsets are different. Let us say you have this array 1, 2, like 10, 20, 30, and you have to generate all the subset of this array. So in the subset, actually we have like every element has its own choice whether this would be included or this would not be included. Let us say in the first like subset, like all three elements like rejected that we will not be included, so we are having blank. Let us say this is coming, so 30. Let us say this time this is coming 20 and blank. Let us say this time this is coming 10 and blank. Let us say now they both are coming blank 20, 30. Let us say now they both are coming 10, 20 and blank. Let us say now all of them are coming 10, 20, 30. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we are missing something, which is we are missing this one. Let us say 10 and 30 are coming, but 20 is not coming. So all like these are all the subset of this particular array. Like every element has its own choice whether the element would be included or that element would not be included. Fine. So this is like about the subset, and let us see how we are going to generate the subset. Fine. So let me erase all this. So I think you should think at your own a little bit. I know this is a bit complex, but still if you can think, then you can think and pause the video. And if you have done with your trial, then you should continue from here and providing the solution. So let me write it. What are all the possible subset for 10, 20, 30? They are this 30, 20, 10. So this way. Now they are all our possible subset. Fine. So one trick is being used, like we are going to do this. I think that trick is called bit manipulation. I'm not sure whether this is bit manipulation or not, but we are going to use the same trick. We have some other ways also, but we are going to see the bit manipulation or the binary related solution for this. So like first of all, we have to think how many all possible subset would be there inside the 3 array. So this is 2 raised to power 3. Like you can see 2 raised to power 3 is 8. So on 3 size array we have 8 possible combinations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 possible combination, and if you would generate all the subset of 4 size, then you would be having 2 raised to power 14, which is 2 raised to power 4, which is 16. So you would be having 16 possible subset, and if for 5, then you would be having 32 possible subset. Fine. So this is one thing. And if we look at here, I want the more focus from your side from now onwards. Why so? Let us pick it up and fine. So here we are not having any element on this. So if you remember, what is the binary of 0? Let us write 0 as 0 0 0. So we have not any 1 here. So I would come to the fact, let us say binary for 1 is 1. So in the form of 3 digit, how we can write it? 0 0 1. So here we have 1, and binary for 2 is 0 1 0. So here we have 1. Binary for 3 is 0 1 1. So here we have 1 1. And in the form of 3, binary of 4 is what is that? 1 0 0. Yes, we'll change the combinations also. Binary for 5 is it really 4? Yes, it is 4. Binary for 5 1 0 1. Binary for 6 1 1 0. Binary for 7 4 1 1 1. Okay, binary for 7 is 1. I think it is not visible to you. Then let me do it this way. What is that? I don't know why I used to like write in the italic format every time. Now it's fine. What is that? I think it is visible to you. I hope it is visible. Now it is visible to you. Fine. I'm very sure now it is visible to you. Now, so comparing these two, here we are not having any 1 in the binary of 0. So we have not printed any element. In the binary of 1, we are having 1 at the last. So at the last, we have printed the last element of the array. And in the second, like in the third, in the binary of 2, we have 1 here. So we have printed second value of the array. In the fourth, we have 1 at the initial level. So we have printed 10 here and 0 0. Consider this one and rest is 0 0. Binary of 4 is 1 0 0. Binary of 3 is 0 1 1, which is this. So what we could do, we can just replace this to upper section. Like if it is confusing to you, then we can replace these values. Fine. So binary of 4 is 20 30 and binary of 5 is 10. Yes, 10 and nothing. So we can do it this way. This is up to us only. So like I want to align all the combination in the form of binary. So that is the only motive. Binary of 4 is 1 0 0. So 1 0 0. Binary of 5 1 0 1. So 1 0 1. Binary of 6 1 1 0 1 1 0. Binary of 7 1 1 1. Like all the digits from the array. So like the logic here is convert every digit in the range of 0 to 2 raised to power the size of the array, and check for every binary representation at where places we have 1 and at where places we have zeros. So where zeros are there, then you just print the value for that index. If 1 is there, then you have to print the value for this index. If 0 is there, then in this case you just have to print the dashes or any space. You can use any symbol. I just want you to explain the logic. So there are 3 approaches. Firstly, we have to calculate the 2 raised to power length or 2 raised to power 3. Secondly, I will have to generate all the binaries for in the range of 0 to 8 in this case, like 0 to 7, because 0 to 7 is 8. Fine. So we have to generate all the binary in the range of 0 to 7. Third is we have to map the binary representation with these values, and we just have to print. Wherever we are having 1, we just have to print the values for that index. So let us code it, and then along with the code we would be able to understand it more clearly. So what we have done till now, we have taken an input from the user, we have declared the array, and here what we are doing, we are taking n elements from the array. Let us say 10 20 30. So I will have to calculate firstly the limit till where we would be going. So to calculating the limit, we have a function called math to raised to power n. Let us say in this case we have, let us write it so that we would be able to understand more clearly. 3. So n is 3. Fine. Now fine. So 2 raised to power n is, and this we have to convert it into integer, because this returns the result into floating point numbers, I think in the double or float. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate the binary of every digit from 0 to limit minus 1. Limit minus 1. If limit is 8, then we have to generate all the combination like binary from 0 to 7. So I plus plus. Now problem start from here. This is very simple, which we have done so far. Challenge start from here. First step, what you have to do, you have to convert the I, which is digit, into the binary format. So I will write a function binary of I, and will receive into binary variable. So I cannot have the same name. I will write it at get binary. Get binary. Fine. So I will have to define a function also. Let us define function static end get binary and take a number for which we have to generate the binary. So if you don't know how to generate binary, then I would put the description. So if you don't know the binary representation, how we calculate the binary of any decimal number, then I will put the link into the description box. You can check the video from here. I have already discussed the solution for this, calculating the binary, calculating the octal, calculating the decimal. You can check out that video. Now what we have to do for getting binary, we have to define a variable called result power as 1 and anything else. I think we don't need anything. We'll see if we need anything. Till n is greater than 0, then what you have to do, result plus n, we are converting into binary. That means we have to take remainder with 2 into power. So that's all we have to do, I think. We'll see if there is anything wrong. And we have to divide n with 2 again and again. Anything else? Yes, we have to increase the power also. So if you are confused with this, then I would request you should watch the binary representation, how we calculate the binary video, because this is very simple and I'm not going to explain the logic again, because this is time consuming little bit, and already this video is going to be very lengthy because program is a little bit difficult now. So for that you will have to check out that video. So with this, I think we would be able to get the binary. Let us print the binary for now, so that we can be sure that our binary function is working fine. Print binary or use println. So let us run till here, whether this is working or not. I think it should work. 3, 10, 20, 30. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 4, 1, 0, 1. Yes, we are getting the correct output. Fine, means our binary function is working properly. So now what we have to do, we have to map our binary into the, we have to align our binary into the array which we have, here. Like you can say the index for the 0, 1, 2, which we have array here. Fine. So we have got, as you can see, we have got 0, 1, 1, 0. But what we need 0, 0, 0, so that we can align each values. Fine. So for that, what we can do, we will not iterating over this. We would be iterating over limit, because we need in the range of 0, 0, 0, which is 3. So we have limit is also, sorry, not limit, we have n. So we would be iterating over n. Let me write the code so that by seeing the code you would be able to understand more clearly. Let us take n into range. Fine, into n, because this is going to be destroyed every time. So if you will use directly n, then n will be destroyed. So instead of this, I would be using range till range is greater than 0. Fine. Now what we have to do, we have to check for each digit. Like let us say we have taken the remainder of a binary with 10, then we would be able to get the last digit. So if, let us say for this, we have 1, 1, 0. So 1, 1, 0, and we have array 10, 20, 30. So this is 1. So we have to print 10. This is also 1. We have to print 20. This is 0. So we have to print 0. So we need these values. Fine. 0, 1, 1. So of course we would be like, we are only uh, like we can get the values from like, and we can get the values from start also, but we are not going into that complex process. We would be getting the values from end and we would be mapping this value. Fine. So to get this value, what we can do, we can take the remainder of the binary with 10 and we can divide binary again. So I'm taking the remainder into rem variable rem and I'm dividing binary again with 10. Fine. Now what we have to do, if our rem is equals to 1, then what we have to print, let us say we have 10, 20, 30 and we have this representation. Let us say, let us see example of 101. So we have 101. So we have take remainder 101 with 10, so we have got 1. So if like the remainder is 1, so what we have to do, then we have to print like this 1 is aligned with which value, this is aligned with this value, so we have to print this element like this, and if this is 0, then we have to print, we have not to print anything, and if this is 1, then we have to print this value. So what we have to do, like we can like here we are having multiple approaches. One approach could be, if this is 1 like this element, then we can take an counter and can start from here, and in each iteration we can decrease with this. Then I like any of the value is greater than this, then we can simply just print that value if it is equal to 1. Or else in the second iteration, like on the second approach, what we can do, let us erase this so that things should not be confused for us. Fine, let us say we have 10, 20, 30. So we have 101, so we got 1. So we have to take this value. So what we can do, we can take an string and we can append this into that, and in the next iteration we would be having 0, then we would be appending on the initial as space. Let us say we have got 30 and now space, and again we got 1, then what we can do, we can append at the initial level this as 10. Fine. And if 0, then we just have to append the blank space at the initial level. So we would be following this approach. Or what we can do, like I know we have not covered string yet, but you can assume string is something which store the string values inside it, and there is another like approach or methodology to store the strings called string builder, and that is the optimize also. But here I'm not going into the part of optimization because we have not covered time complexity yet. When we will be seeing the time complexity, then we will be optimizing this code more clearly. Fine. So here I'm just declaring an string. Let's just say a string of str. Initially let us say it is blank, and if it is 1, then what we have to do, I'm taking a variable called index. Let us say initially it is n minus 1, which is 2. Fine. So let us not get confused. If it is 1, then I just have to add the ARR of index plus the str which we were having previously, because we have to append result on the front, we have not to append the result on the back. I would explain it. I know this is a bit I know this is not understandable by you, but still you will have to focus more if this is the condition. Or else what we have to do, str plus str, we have to print like append 1 dash. Or else what we can do, we can print like append this slash t also. Fine. Let us say if we, okay, so let us append this slash t. I think this is fine, so that our output should be clearly visible. This is the only main motive. And in the end what we have to do, we are dividing binary representation by 10 each time. Also along with that we have to decrease the index, because like every iteration we have to decrease the index so that we can align all the values with the help of binary representation. So this is it, I think we have to do, and in the end we have to print it. system dot out dot println, and what we have to do, we have to print str. So let us see till here whether this is working or not. I think it should work. It's a bit lengthy, but we have to actually close our scanner also. Fine, this is not mandatory, but usually we should close all the resources which we have open. Let us clear the output. I think it should work if we are not missing anything. Let us try it. And I would be entering the same input again. So 3 and 10, 20, 30. So it has gone to the infinite loop, I think. Yes, this is obvious because we are not decreasing this range anywhere. We have to decrease this range also. So we have to clear the screen, and we have to check for this also. Range is greater than 0, greater or equal to 0. We can, like for indexing also, we can use this range. No? Yes, for indexing also we can use range. We don't need any other, or we can just replace range with index and can apply if this condition less or equal to, yes, this is fine. And we don't need any more range value, anything else, and we are decreasing our index also. So this is it. Let us run it again. I hope it should work now. Let us visualize the output, whether we are getting the correct output or not. I don't know it is working or not, but let us analyze it. Fine. So in the first iteration we got blank everywhere, blank, 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 same as this, blank, blank, 30, same as this, 20, same, 20, 30, same, 10, same, 10, 30, exact same, 10, 20, exact same, and 10, 20, 30. That means our program is fine. Let me explain once more. I know this is a bit complex, is like people don't understand once, and after that I would request you that you should reiterate this video also. I'm explaining again, but if it is confusing to you, then you should reiterate this. Fine. So let us see what we have done till now. Let us understand from code. I know this is lengthy, but to learn any concept you should have, like, you will have to spend some time so that it should be existed in your mind permanently. So here we have taken an input. Here we have calculated the limit. Why limit? Because if we have 3 length array, then the subset would be 2 raised to power 3. I hope you have got this logic into your +2 math. So we are calculating 2 raised to power 3, which is 8. After that, what we are doing, we are iterating from 0 to 7. You can see 0 to 7 and generating all the binaries for 0 till 7. Fine. So we got 0. Let us say we got 0, not 0, 0. Let us say we got 0. Sorry, we got 0. So index's initial value is 2 because we are taking index again, n minus 1, n is 3, so n minus 1 is 2, so index is 2. That means index is greater or equal to 2. So binary remainder 10. This is binary remainder 10, which is 0. If it is 0, then we are just appending /t and this string into this. Fine. So let us say we have appended this. Let us not take this. We have appended this. Fine. For the first input. Again we came here. Index is 1 now. 1 is also greater than 0. Then we would again take remainder of 0 with 10. Again 0. So if it is 0, then we would again add this into front. So we have added this. We were having this, and we have added this blank space again. Again I is 0, so 0 is also greater than 0, greater or equal to 0. So 0 remainder 10, again 0. So if it is 0, then we have to just add one space. Fine. So I hope you understand this logic of the first iteration. You would be able to understand more clearly when we will iterate this for second iteration. Let us see for 1, which is the binary of 1. Fine. So here index is 2. Fine, index is 2, 2 is greater or equal to 2. So 1 binary 10. So 1 remainder 10, we got 1. So 1 is equal to 1, means remainder is 1. So what we have to do, we have to add array of index. Array of index is 2. So sorry, index is 2, so array of index is 30. So we have to add 30. We have added here, and we have to again decrease this index. Now index is 1. Now binary is 0. Why? Because we are dividing binary with 10 also. So binary is 0 now. So 0 remainder 10 is 0. If it is 0, then we just have to append space at the front. So we have appended this one. Again binary is 0, so we are appending the space at the front. So this is the logic, and this will iterate for all the possible combinations, and this way it will generate all the possible subset for this particular array. And I hope you got this logic, and if not, then you should reiterate this video, because this is a bit complex also. And that's it from my side for this particular video. And one more thing I want to mention here is, if you are confused with the binary, then you should watch the binary video from here, right? So we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.